You need to be strong, you need to be brave, you need to be hardworking. But something that you need to do is to have a purpose in life. You always need to know what's your purpose in life. Everyone was put in here. Just because you don't have your father with you doesn't mean you're going to end your life. Just because your partner broke up with you doesn't mean your life is worthless.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I want to say thank you, and I want to say please subscribe, like and share. For my previous subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for always watching the video. I sincerely appreciate. So today's video is like the normal videos, but with a different person, a different personality, but an amazing person. So really, I feel this person actually inspires me. For the few times I've spoken with her, I've been able to learn a lot, and she's actually a celebrity here in the Philippines. And so without further waste of time, I'm gonna introduce Alexie.
I say hi to the camera. So hello everyone, my name is Alexie. I'm 20 years old. I'm originally from the Philippines, Iloilo. My dad is Black American, my mom is Filipina. And I do sports, and I used to do modeling before and some singing.
Alexie.
We haven't started laughing.
No, I don't know.
It's okay.
So, how have you been? Like, this is a new person I'm seeing right now. I can remember a picture I had with you some days some years back. What happened to you? Like, why did you decide to become like this?
I mean, ever since I was young, I always knew I was bisexual. So there would be days that I would go out my house and looking like a guy, days going to my house doing girly things and all of that. But I think recently, as you grow up and you want to be more specific on what you want, or the gender that you are, or the partner that you want to choose for, the future. So
right now, you just want to be the male side. You don't want to.
Yeah, and it's never been actually a problem for me. I think it's just, how I express myself. More of how comfortable I am, more of how I think I'm confident with who I am right now too, since, why would people hate you if you're happy with who you are? It's just like that,
Okay. So, you mentioned you do some of these things like, what is it called? Your sports?
Yeah, I play sports. So, I studied sports in a very, very young age, probably, let's say, I started it when I was grade 2, and of course I was too young to compete with a higher grades or school grades. And I kind of just focused on it, and when I was high school, grade 8, I got into the nationals, but I wasn't able to win. Grade 9, I competed again. I got my first silver, and then grade 10, I want to come back stronger. I won my first gold, and so on. The next year, I broke the record. The other year, I won 3 golds, and I competed in international competition. And right now, I'm trying to qualify for the national team and compete for SEA Games. And it's heptathlon, so basically it's 7 events. The 100 hurdles, 200 meter, 800 meter javelin, shot put, long jump, and high jump. So that's what I play right now.
Jesus Christ.
It's a lot. It's really hard.
Oh my God. So you train every day, like?
Yeah, every day.
Every single day?
Yeah, we train morning and afternoon every day.
So what trainings do you do? Like you run, or you carry weights?
Oh, so it's scheduled. Usually if it's morning and we go track. For example, earlier today I was doing like hurdles and long jump. Later this afternoon I'm going to do weights. weights training, that's when I do the deadlifts and clean and jerks and all of that kind of workouts. Because it's different workout when it compares to just the one going to the gym or the bodybuilders. For us, we do it differently.
So apart from that, you also model, because I've seen your video.
Yeah,
I've seen your videos, your pictures. You are into modeling also.
Yeah, I used to do modeling a lot before.
So you stopped, or you're just on the bus?
I mean, we can't really say, but for now, I just love who I am and comfortable with it, and I'm happy, and going into.
Oh, okay. So if you have to do modeling, you have to go back to the Alexie I know, because this is Alex.
yeah, this is Alex.
So if you are going to do modeling, you have to go back to Alexie per se.
I mean, maybe, but for now, I never thought of it. For now, I mean, for now, I'm just focused on what I want. Just sports for now, and finishing school, and probably helping.
So how is school being? How are you managing school? Because I think this is another thing that might also be a question someone will ask there.
Yeah.
How are you managing school with all these achievements, and how are you being able to manage them? So.
Yeah, I think how people would always say it's time management, but for me it's self-management. I mean, the time is just 24 hours a day. We're all given 24 hours a day, but for me, I would know specific things that I want to do tomorrow. For example, the night before, I would list down or put in my mind, I want to wake up, I'm going to do the training. After training, I'm going to eat or attend class or I'm kind of schedule whatever it is that I'm doing.
So it helps you manage. Okay, so you've had a lot of, what is this called? You've had a lot of achievements, let's say.
Yeah,
it's there. The only goal that I won was in grade school.
Grade school.
And it's hung in my house, and it's already rusted.
Long time ago.
So, how do you manage pride? Because if you're a person like you,
yeah,
we'll have this. I know you have attention. You have people always. Even me, I know. Just getting to know you, I feel so happy. So I know there are other people out there who try to show that you're a big person and everything. How do you manage the pride around? How do you get to still be humble?
I mean, I always remember what my grandma would tell me: never get the pride in your mind, put it in your brain. So remember that whatever you achieve right now, it's all because of God and all because of your hard work and a lot of things. So basically, it's my parents, my grandma, she's the one who always taught me to become humble, to look back into those people who help you and to inspire a lot of kids out there. So I think for me, being, they said, popular, whatever that is that they're using it, it's not really a thing for me. Because for me, I do what I want to do because of the goals that I want to achieve in life, the people that I want to inspire, the dreams that I want to achieve, not because of the popularity, the name and everything. Everything follows. It will follow just as long as you continue to do what it is that you want. But for me, it's all about helping. If people would know me, I would, I appreciate it that they know me, they know what I do, they know what I've done, and that's a great thing.
Yeah.
That's actually a good motivation for me to do actually better. But I would never get in my mind because you can be popular today, tomorrow you can't be popular no more. Don't get into your mind.
Wow. So that's like very, because that's really good. Like, see, I told you, I'm getting inspired. Okay, that's actually that's really nice. So for you now, right now, what's the next thing for you? What are you thinking of? Getting married? Will you ever get married, settle down after school? What is in your mind right now? What's next?
I think for now, I want to finish college first, and after I finish college, actually during the time that I'm finishing college, I want to continue sports, which I want to compete a lot of international games and hopefully, qualify to whatever that is, Asian Games, or who knows, one day I might qualify World Championship. So that's my goal for now, and I think with that, I want to help a lot of kids, let's say sports clinics and everything else, and help my family, those people who helped me before, my coaches, those people, a lot of people out there that helped me, that believed in me when I was just nothing, or probably didn't believe in myself. And when it comes to relationship, for me, I think, I haven't thought of married or
so you're not actually planning and thinking of marriage, settling down.
I haven't thought about that yet. I don't know why. Some people would always tell me you should probably focus on that one.
So this is a very weird curiosity question.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you're going to settle down, are you going to settle down as a guy or as a girl?
I am comfortable with who I am right
Yeah,
now.
I get. But when you are ready to settle down, are you gonna? Okay, it depends on who you want to be at that time.
Yeah, I think that's true. But ever since I was like, this is the thing about me. Ever since I was young, I was a child. Even if I do modeling before, I was doing modeling pageants and a lot of girly things before. When I look in the future, I can't see myself with a guy, and I don't know why.
You can't see yourself with a guy.
Like I can't see myself being with a guy and all of that. Maybe if we're friends and all of that. And I thought maybe I'm just young and maybe, you know, but then as time passed by and I kind of looked at it and it's really, really hard for me. Sometimes I would see myself alone in the future or with a girl, but I never see myself with a guy. Like, I don't know if that's weird, but yeah.
Okay.
Because I grew up in a family, everyone's a guy. I never met both of my parents. I grew up with my grandpa, my uncles, my brothers and everyone else except for my grandma.
So do you think that's the yardstick right now? Do you think that is what is causing this you feeling like you're a guy?
Yeah, maybe there's some part of it, but ever since that I think I'm just more comfortable. I don't really know where it started, but I know when I was young I just know that I loved to play basketball before. I like to go with my grandpa doing all those manly stuff and all, and when my grandma is there she tell me like, you know, that's for the guys, you can't do that and all of this and that. And I would always, I know it's bad, but I always talk back like, hey, I can't just be my own person.
You said something, you said you know it's bad.
Yeah, they said, you know, it's bad. It's
okay,
bad.
They said not you.
I mean,
you don't see it as bad. Okay, you talked about one other part. Let's look at your Christianity. You love Jesus.
Of course.
You're a Christian, and you believe in Jesus. So what do you feel when you are being, let me say, maybe being in church and your sexual preference is not like godly in the society right now? What do you think about it? Like, because when you tell someone you are bi in our society right now, it's already, you should know what I'm talking about. But as a matter of fact, you know yourself, you know what you want. So I want to get, how do you relate with men of God or pastors when you know you are actually bi? How do you?
Well, that one it's really crucial. You know, we have lots of that right now. And my grandma, she's a very religious person. My grandpa, she's just neutral. You know, you do whatever you want. I mean, my grandma would always tell me like a guy belongs to a girl belongs to a guy and stuff like that. But I told her, hey, grandma, I didn't choose to be this way. I wasn't born and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a girl no matter who hate me, I'm gonna do this and stuff. So people, I mean, some people would really hate. But the thing is, we can't change no matter how hard we try. It's not that we wake up and one day, I'm gonna act like it because this is cool, this is what's in. But it's because of what we are. So basically, if I go to church and I am me, this is me. The only place that I can be who I am is in front of Christ. And if you judge me for that, then I'm sorry. But I think that God himself will forgive everyone. And all I do, literally all I do, the moment I wake up, whatever I do, I give it for him. If I win my medal, I give it for him. If I do good in school, I give it for him. Everything I do in life, it's because of him. So I'll be always grateful for whatever it is that he gives to me. And they always say everything happens for a reason. So basically whatever is happening to me right now, it's probably his plan. Or maybe it's not. But all the thing I know is I'm happy. Okay. And if I'm not happy, basically if God hates me, he wouldn't let me achieve everything that I have. He would stop me, he would make me cry, he would put me in bed crying every time and beg for what I've done wrong. But he's been nice to me. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Okay, maybe I think I'm becoming bad. Alexie. Okay, so let's go into depression part. Okay. So have you ever had to be depressed? Have you ever been depressed? Have you
go through cycles of depression?
Yes, cycles of depression.
Yeah, I mean many times, different reason.
So I need a particular reason that shocked you, that the one that got your soul.
Oh, that one. I mean, well, there's always two reasons for me. I just don't really feel low about because someone told me that I can't be that, or talk about my gender. I'm not the kind of person, you can tell me words and all this and I don't care. Because why would I let your word ruin me when I know who I am? So basically things that would always put me into depression is, you know, I never met both of my parents. I never met my mom and my dad. I grew up with my grandparents. We were so poor before I got discriminated on my color, on my sexuality, and my parents. So basically even spit on the face, or someone would throw a stone on me and be in hospital and all that stuff. A lot of bad things happened to my past, and the only thing that will always make me cry, or what happened and what could be different if my parents was there, especially my dad. So when I was younger, I would always want to make him proud. You know, I would do a lot of things like, you know, I'm gonna do this because hopefully maybe I win, and when I see my dad, he would be proud of seeing what I've achieved in life. Every Christmas I would like be excited because like I would pray like what my wish, you know, we have wishes and all of that, so I would pray like, hopefully this year I want to see my dad, hopefully this year before I get my 18th birthday I want to dance with my dad or meet my dad on my birthday, everything like that. So I think that makes me sad in the point that, you know, I never had that strong support system with me, like, you know, that you can do this, you know, it's just another battle, you get past through it and all of that. So basically it makes me sad to the point that there will be days that it's so hard that people would say you, like tell you something like, you know, you can't achieve that, especially related to you. So you need someone to rely on, to tell something that they won't judge you for who you are, what you do, or where you came from. And I think that thing got me the most, you know, because a lot of things are happening in my life. For example, what happened to me in the past, people hurt me. It could be physically, emotionally, psychologically. We can't be just strong enough for ourselves. We always need someone to depend on, someone to rely on, someone to just burst out whatever feelings or emotion we feel. And for me, it's always been a father figure, because my grandma, she's been there, so she's like a mother to me already. My grandpa, he was there, but he was so young before, when I was so young before he passed. So when you grow older, that's when the problem gets more and more, and you need a father figure.
So where are your parents? Where is your dad? Where is he?
I actually never met my dad. I mean, my mom used to work in Lebanon before, and my dad is like a singer in a band, and he's also working in US military. But there was a war in Lebanon, so the time that my mom got pregnant, her passport, something visa expired, so she was in jail for quite some time, and she had a family in here in Philippines, and she didn't want me. She was trying to abort me many times, but I was lucky enough, I guess. Yeah, I was lucky enough, and I was in Lebanon, and there was just this politician before that who helped me get back here, and there's a priest also who helped me get back here. At first, I wasn't able to get to Iloilo first, because, you know, my family probably was like, hey, maybe that was not our granddaughter or not family. So they keep on passing to this, to that, and all of that. And then later on, I think they realized that, you know, it's one of her family, and it was my grandma and my aunt that started to take care of me, one of my uncle. They love me for who I am, and I get often bullied because of my color, my complexion, my differences. But my grandma and my grandpa would always be there. They would tell me like, you know, your color doesn't define who you are, your gender doesn't define who you are, or your past doesn't define the future that you achieve. So you just focus on it.
Wow. Oh God, this is emotional right now.
Yeah.
You know, some of us who had our parents, we don't actually know what we have. I see some people in our generation who insult their fathers, talk anyhow to their parents, and at the end of the day, there are people who are just wishing
you have it with you, like you want it so bad, you hoped it so bad. But in the same time, I think growing up, I think it happens for a reason. Because if my family was there, I wouldn't be the person who I am right now. I wouldn't achieve whatever I've achieved or make.
You might actually achieve it, but
it would be different.
Yes.
Not in the way that what it is.
Oh God, so I've spoken with Alex. I think this is gonna be one of my longest videos. Wow. So this is actually inspiring. So even though you went through these things, you were able to walk past it, you were able to go past it. That's actually something very amazing. Like it's something we should emulate in this generation, because at the end of the day, some of us, we tend to also lie back at our parents. Some of us hide at our parents. We don't do anything anymore. So at the end of the day, when they go, because our parents, the generation is passing gradually, we become useless. We become
different.
God.
Yeah.
So what's the last word? What can you tell anybody who is coming up right now, or probably will also be in your situation? Maybe they didn't meet their dad, or maybe they met their dad, because I also lost my dad when I was some years back. Yeah. So what are you gonna tell someone who is watching right now that needs an advice on how to move on with life, even though he's depressed because of family situations, and how to be able to coordinate his or herself? Because right now I don't even know, you are talking here. Yeah. What should this person do?
I mean, you know, every one of us, we get in these sad days in our lives, like we put in this box, Like, you know, we don't have our parents, we have problems in school, we have problems in a lot of things, relationship and everything else. And if you want to stay on that, you would go nowhere in life. So you need to look forward. You need to have a purpose in life. You need to have a goal, what you want to achieve. Because sure do things like you don't have your mom with you, you don't have your dad with you, you don't have your partner with you, you don't have the money to do things that you want to do, whatever it is, the reason that's holding you back. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna stop. That doesn't mean you're gonna quit just because this one thing you can't have. You're so focused on what you don't have that you forgot that what you have in front of you is something that lies ahead of what you're gonna be in the future.
Yes.
So for me, I didn't have my father, I didn't even have my family. I was so poor. I started being independent when I was 14, 15. I didn't rely on anyone. I need to work my ass off all the time. And you know, if I look back at it, I probably wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be the person that I am. But what I do is I change my mind, the way I think. I need to be strong. Because this world is gonna be cruel. It's not gonna go easy on you. Because this world's not gonna give you butterflies, it's not gonna give you cupcakes and all of that. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. You need to be strong, you need to be brave, you need to be hardworking. But something that you need to do is to have a purpose in life. You always need to know what's your purpose in life. Everyone was put in here. Just because you don't have your father with you doesn't mean you're gonna end your life. Just because your partner broke up with you doesn't mean your life is worthless. You always have a purpose. So focus on that one.
I think I'm gonna call you back when I want to talk about relationship.
Okay.
Okay guys, thank you so much if you watched up to this extent. So God bless you. Take care. Goodbye. Let's say a short prayer for anyone who is depressed because they lost their parents or support system. Lord, please, in your infinite mercy, grant grace to anyone who is hurting due to loss of loved one or support system. Please give them hope, strength, and revival. Encourage them in your own way. Amen.